with all that out of the way, all the housekeeping, let me introduce our first speaker. She is probably the youngest speaker we've had. Analyse Lujan. She will be talking on artwork. She's 8 years old, a native of Longmont, has lived here all her life. She has shown an interest in art at an early age. She enjoys quality time with local artist Rick Stoner and her fairy godmother, who, by the way, she has asked if her fairy godmother could stand up here and be a good moral support for her. So the fairy godmother will be up here. She will come and go. For those of you who have done evil things, you can't see fairy godmothers. Okay. And Analyse also loves to dance and sing to music. I'm glad you had the music part. It'd be a little dry, no music. I'm like, wow. Anyway, when she grows up, she hopes to have her very own opening similar to Rick Stoner's Alone Again. And just for the record, if you've not seen that, it is a really exciting show. Okay? So now let's put our hands together, give her a real warm Pecha welcome, Analyse.
Hi.
We kill the house lights.
This is based on good versus evil. And what made me draw it is that I've seen a lot of evil stuff at school and a lot of good stuff. I've seen a lot of evil at school and a lot of good stuff at school. I've also seen on the news that a police shot a reindeer. Thank you. This is based on love that people have for each other. I love my family. This is based on a bad one because I've seen a person draw on the walls before. This is a man and a woman getting married, and they have a beautiful wedding.
What's the purple thing up there?
And the purple thing is streamers. This is a bad thing based on cancer because you don't want to have cancer because it's bad. This is me and my friend pushing each other on the swing. And what made me think of this is because my friend is the one that made me do this opportunity. This is somebody saying that she's ugly, and then another girl is saying, I know. And then the other girl that is crying is very sad because they said that she was ugly.
But then she has friends that are going to help her.
This is a girl that is being really polite and saying if they want to play with each other. And what made me think of this is that when me and my friend first met, we played with each other.
What's your friend's name?
And my friend's name is Madison. This is a bad one, and it's a flood. And what made me think of this is because the tsunami in Japan. This is a girl giving another, her best friend a present for her birthday.
What's the present?
The present is a big heart of chocolate. This is the theater shooting, and the one down there that has the bullets is the leftover of the gun, and then the cars are the police. This is the American flag, and what made me think of the American flag is my mom.
And those July 4th parties your family has.
This is the 9/11, and what made me think of drawing it is that my mom told me to draw the 9/11 because it was a bad thing. There was people taking over one of our buildings. This is the Holy Bible. The Holy Bible is based on niceness. And you have to be nice to people or else they won't treat you the way you wanted to be treated. This is a girl that is pushing somebody, and then the other girls were laughing because they made that little girl trip. This is another girl saying if they want to play.
I see your mom's fingernail.
Me too. This is one of bad pictures of somebody that set something on fire, and then a tornado came, and then there's a little action figure saying, ah. This is a cross of Jesus, and what made me think of it is that everybody that goes to church opens their Bible.
Thank you. That was great. Good job, okay? You did good. Thank you, Fairy Godmother. Good job by the Fairy Godmother, too. See how she was there for support? Actually, two things. First of all, when she said a friend talked her into doing this, keep this little lesson in mind as you go through life. A friend in need is a pest. Okay? So there you go. The other thing is, how many of you showed up for Valentine's? How many of you had a good Valentine's Day? Okay, very good, very good. How many came to the firehouse to renew their vows? All right, next year you gotta come. It's a great thing that the firehouse does. I came with my beloved blushing bride of 31 years. On the way over, I realized I started to get cold feet, and we had to go back home, and I had to put some shoes on. Also, I tried to renegotiate a prenuptial agreement, and I realized she owns everything. She wouldn't sign. Oh, but really, next year, if you get the opportunity, come take advantage of it. It was so much fun. They had orchestra. They had a little canopy under which you could get married. I mean, it was fantastic. So, talk about Loveland may have love in the name, but Longmont has love in the game. So, it amazes me because so many people, when I first came to Longmont, the first time we drove into town, we just about ran over a cowboy hat blowing in the wind. And then the second thing that followed the cowboy hat was a cowboy who had had too much. And this was my first introduction to Longmont, and I thought, whoa, this is going to be fun. Absolutely. Because, I mean, this is the only town I've lived in where they actually stopped a cowboy on Main for drunken horsing. And I thought, we got a town here that's rolling. But one of the best things about Longmont, how many towns actually close down the street for a pet and doll parade? Huh? For Halloween? Let me tell you, we're safe here. So,